Hello, welcome to today's episode of Drive Time with Brian. My thoughts for the day. One of the many reasons why a seller needs a realtor. What happens when the appraisal comes in under the contract price? I've got one going right now, and the appraisal came in under the contract price, and talked to the buyer's agent, said, hey, these are the options we have. We can offer reconsideration of value. So I called and had a conversation with the seller, the seller themselves, and his question was, how do I get that information? How do I get that data? I'm like, well, sir, I would assume that you could use the same service or the same system, the same data points that you used when you chose a list price of the house. After about 20 minutes of awkward silence, I realized that they did not. That they came out with a number out of somewhere, and I totally get it. Every home has emotional value. I understand that completely. But now this seller and wife, whose house they're going to downsize and move away from the lake, they now have to come up with comparables that support the contract price. So they could potentially lose a lot of money by not having the skill set needed to find said comparables. Plus, it's a unique property. It's a lake house. It's in somewhat of a seasonal area, and there are very few sales. A matter of fact, the appraiser only had three closed sales and had to go back as far as October of last year to find true comparables. And then I haven't seen this in a while, but because we need 4 comparables, the appraiser listed a house that is currently on the market for sale that is not under contract. And when an appraiser uses that is their indication that, hey, cannot find comparables, that close sale comparables. So they use one that is currently active. And when it's active, they take 5% or 7%, I forget the exact number, off of the list price itself. So if you are considering selling your house because you want to try and save money, you can leave so much more money on the table by trying to do everything yourself. Plus, when you buy or sell a home, it's one of the 5 most stressful things that most of us will experience in life. Can you imagine selling a house to purchase your next, and you are trying to act as your own real estate professional on that sale? You are inviting so much additional stress and so much additional heartache, and potentially you are also going to leave a lot of money on the table because you don't have that professional representation. I'm not saying that all realtors are created equal, because I do not believe that in any which way, but a realtor that knows their craft, whether they're in for a year or whether they're in for 20 years, is invaluable. That's the word I was going for. So that is that. Don't try and sell your own house. Hire a professional, and not just one that pops up on Zillow or Realtor or someplace where they pay to have their showings. Talk to your friends, your family, your professional relationships on who they recommend, and then more importantly, ask them why. The why means so much more than just a name and a number. That's that. Always call me with questions. 502-414-1684, and give a follow on my professional page, Brian the Mortgage Guy. Take care, everybody.